Hello. 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 Okay, just one moment. Let me see. Just hold on. Hold on. Okay.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Christopher. Hello.
Do we even have any? Do you have a sample of the payment you will give us?
You are doing a master. Mr. Christopher. Right. Hello, Mr. Christopher. Ngani router ngani router ngani finish kali bayithi balanda fyonza wakumanya kwa bathi router bathi router so ipata twaishe bangani change. Mr. Christopher.
Very loud and clear. Even a person who is outside is able to hear you.
But we can't hear you.
Just one moment.
Okay. Hello, can you hear us now? There. There you go. Can you hear me?
Sign language.
Hello, Mr. Christopher. You are muted. Unmute yourself.
Are you able to get me now?
Yes, you were
Okay.
muted. Can you hear us?
Very loud and clear. Even a person outside is able to hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we can proceed.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, without even wasting time, what we'll do is let's start with a bill from Zesco. Okay. We have received a bill from Zesco. We need to book the expense and we need to pay Zesco. And from there, we need to route it to the cash book. Okay. Yeah. So the first starting point is a document, an invoice from Zesco. They always send you a bill or an invoice. So now, before you do anything, you come under purchases here.
We, Mr. Christopher, we buy units. They don't send the bills. We just see that the units are finished and we buy.
Okay, but all the same, when you go and buy, where do you get? Do you get the money from petty cash or where? What do you do?
Sometimes it's a check payment or a cash payment.
Okay. Now, if you are paying a check at the end of the, are they not supposed to give you a receipt or something?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So it can
Okay.
be a receipt or anything. Yeah, at the end of the day, the accounting remains the same. Let's assume that you are paying through a check. We'll cover petty cash at the end. those for small payments where you need to pay hard cash. But for now, let's do the payments which goes through the bank. Because small payments like, for refreshments, yeah, those cash is from pet cash. It doesn't come from the bank account. No, you simply transfer certain amount per month and take it to your pet cash for those small payments. We'll cover that one later at the end of the program. For now, let's look at the payment where you share check. Okay, it can be water bills or anything. Okay, so now the most important thing, you need to go under supplier data here. Okay, are you able to see?
Yes.
Okay, under supplier data, we created the Zesco here. Okay, yeah. So Zesco, when you go with a check, they will give you a receipt in a return or an invoice or whatever it is. Okay, so now when you get an invoice, the first thing which you need to do, you come here under advanced accounts, then create a general journal here. Okay, then now since you have an invoice in your hand, you put the invoice, the date of the invoice. Let's say maybe the date is today. You select today's date, which is 14. Now the reference is very important because one day you want to be there. Another person will go there, would definitely get lost if you don't put the correct reference. So here, you check the receipt there. It has a number there. Maybe the number or invoice number or receipt number, it can be something like this. Okay? Then now, here, since you are paying in kwacha, the foreign exchange rate is 1 to 1, which is 1 there. You put 1 there. Then the next thing, you go under supplier. Who is the supplier of this electricity? It's Zesco. You just select Zesco here. Then you tap so that you go in the Excel sheet. So here, Zesco is a creditor. You simply select a creditor there and say being a bill for the month. The information must be very clear for the auditors to follow. For the month of which month are you paying for? Let's say maybe August. Okay, August 2022 against bill or bill number, or if you want, you can say, okay, bill. Okay, sorry. Here is supposed to be invoice number. Invoice number. What is that invoice? You can simply copy that one there. Copy that one. Then you come here. You can paste it too, so that you don't make a mistake. Just paste it there. That's all. Okay. Then now, how much do you normally pay? How much do you?
3,000.
Okay, we put 3,000 here. Okay. Then now, here, do you agree with me that electricity bill is an expense?
Yes.
Okay, you select electricity here, okay, as an expense. Then now, instead of retyping it there, you simply select the same narration there, okay, so that is the same, okay. Where do you put? You put it here, then, okay. So now that electricity, which cost center do you put it? You need to create the cost center. So now, for reasons sake, I'll use the finance. I'll put it under finance department, but you can allocate it the way you want it, so that part of it can go to HR, part of it can go to engineering or production, whichever way you want it. So now I'll put everything there. Yeah. Okay. So now my journal is complete there. I'll simply save it. Yeah. I've accounted for this. Then the next thing which I'll do, I'll close it and post the JV. Okay. So I'll come here and say post that one. Okay.
Then you go to advance.
Okay,
Back.
before I post it, you may want to see what you have captured, whether it's okay. In fact, you are supposed to give it to a senior person to sign in the journal. You print your journal here, okay? So that when you print your journal, your senior person will advise whether you have taken it to the correct accounts or not. Here is the journal which you have created. This is the way how it looks like. Have you seen that? So these are the account numbers there. So if the account number is wrong, you can still go back and recall it and put it to the correct account. Okay? In an event you want to allocate, you can still go back and allocate it the way you want it. As you can see, it writes the person, the name of the person who has created the journal here. You are able to see there. Are we together there?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. If
Yes.
you are agree that okay, the journal is okay like this, remember you can amend the journal before posting. Once you post it, end of story. You can't go back and amend it. You can only reverse it by passing an opposite journal. Okay. I hope that there is okay. We are together now. Okay. Yeah. So now I need to go and deposit it so that now from there we just do a payment. That's all. So now in this case, what I'll do, I'll still come back here and select that journal, which was this one. You can see even the invoice number is showing there. Okay. Then select post here and post it. Okay, it's posted. Now, what does this mean? Okay, by posting this, it means that we have created the liability and an expense. What liability have we created? Now, watch on the screen and see what is happening here. Okay, so I'll come here. Okay, today up to today. If you want, you can even take it backward. Yeah, for argument's sake, if you want, you can even do it like this. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You just want to see everything. So we are dealing with Zesco here. And Zesco is a creditor. So now, let's see what has happened to this. Have you seen what has happened? In the account for Zesco as a supplier of this service, there is a 3,000 there waiting for a payment to go in and clear it. Are we together there? So now, the only thing, as you said, to say no, we pay using a check. Now, the only thing which we need to do is to go and post a payment. That's all. So now, very good. So I close it there. Now, let's create a payment voucher now so that it is approved by our seniors there. Okay? Because when you are using a check, it means that you create a payment voucher. Do you agree with me on that one? Because you can't just issue a payment, a check without a payment voucher. There must be a payment voucher. So now you create a payment voucher here and select Zesco here. Okay. Then what is the check number here? Check number. Okay. Check number. Let's say check number 003. Okay. Exchange rate for the amount. These are kwacha, so it's kwacha here. Okay. Now you select just the invoice which you have received, which you have booked. The invoice number is here. Your job is to simply select it there. Have you seen that it's already selected and the amount have already come there? Are we together there? Yeah. So all you need to do here, you simply say final payment. That's all. Final payment. Then you save it.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you simply save it. Final payment, you are done. So save it there, it is saved. Now the other thing, you need to print the payment voucher so that it is properly signed. So you can see I selected there. So now I need to put the date when I've created it. Is today up to today. Then now print my payment voucher here. Okay. Have you seen that payment voucher there? Yeah, you are able to review. How much are we paying? 3,000 kwacha, isn't it? So it will write there in words as well. And also the conversion there, you'll be able to see that this was actually a kwacha payment. Okay? The barcode will come there. Then the creator will also show there. So your boss will sign here once you print it as authorized. Okay? When in fact, if there is there are some companies where they send their representative to get the payment, make them sign here where it says received by, so that at the end of the day they don't say no, we never received the payment. Are we together? So after you have done that, then you are done. The only thing which you need to do is post it. To post it, you post it here. Approve. Are we together? Here. Approve. Just approve there. That's all. Done. Now, this payment voucher which you have created, you need to print it. Let me repeat it. You need to print it and put it in the box file. Why do you need to print it? That check which you have issued hasn't yet gone through the bank. But there is no way you write a check today, then immediately it goes through the bank. No, it doesn't happen that way. You put that payment voucher in the box file so that the person who is reconciling your bank or your cash book will be able now to refer to say, okay, this one, okay, the details are here. You'll be able to check against your bank statement. I'll show you what happens there. Now, for you to understand what I mean, that 3,000 hasn't hit any cash book because it is still running as uncredited deposit in payment, sorry, uncredited payment. Where is it running as uncredited payment? Under payment control account. So if you come here, hapa, kama isa is hapa, so hapa print journal, okay? So journal details. If I do this, see what is there, okay? Okay, so I will say, oh, sorry, not this one. Sorry, I went to a wrong thing. We need the generator report. Yeah. So I'll come here. Then now I'll do this. All right. Then I'll say that one is payment control account. Okay, that one. Okay. These are just the details. You don't necessarily need to print that. Okay, forget about that 40,000. It's for other things which I was doing in the morning. So your 3,000 is lying there. So it means that whatever you are seeing in the payment control account means they haven't yet, these payments haven't yet gone through the bank. If you like it in the simple terms, you can say this represents unpresented checks. Are we together? Now let's assume that we have seen that this 3,000 has gone through our bank. Okay, what next now? Simply transfer this to your cash book. As simple as that. You debit this account and credit your cash book. That's where now from your payment voucher, which is in your box file, you can now tick it to say payment gone through. You can even put the date when it has gone through there. Are we together? So now again, you need to be careful there. You check, you find that there is tujatuma chana bank communication or whatever. Okay, we call them bank charges anyway. So now those bank charges, all you need to do is you debit your bank charges and credit your cash book. Wasira, you are done with your cash book. Now let's do that one. This 3,000, it should go to the bank. We assume that it has been received. We have seen it on the bank. Okay. So now, what we do is, since now in my case I didn't print it, I don't have the detail for that. I can simply get my details from the supplier party here. I wanted to make sure that you follow what I'm doing. Yeah. So I need the details because those details are very important for auditors. Yeah. In an event you are not there, the people who will be there, they will fail to answer the questions. So it's important you pay attention here and you do the right thing. Okay. So the details which I want, I will show you here. Okay. Yeah. So if you check here, the details which I want is the check number. Have you seen where it says the check number 003? Have you seen that one? And also invoice number, that one. So check number 003. So in your bank, you expect to see at least the narration written check number 003. So that is check number 003 with a reference of 3,000. They must match. If you are sure that they are matching, it's the same check and it's the exact check, all you need to do, you simply say, okay, fine. You go to your advanced accounts here. Yeah. Then now all you need to do is you pass a journal. You simply say, okay, when did it appear in the bank? Let's assume that it appeared maybe today. I know it will appear after 2 days or so. Yeah. So here you put the check number. For the person who is reconciling there, not to get lost, you say check number 003. Okay. Then if you want, you can even copy this one because you might want to use it as we are going. Yeah. So here you put 1. Here where there are these creditors, whatever, forget. Now we are dealing with a general channel. So all you need to do is you select here a payment control account, which is this one. Okay. Yeah. Then here you say being the narration should be very good. Being checky paid to Zesco. Okay. Oh, sorry. Zesco is like this. Now cleared. Okay. Then you can paste that in and that narration to make sure that the person who will come after you will be able to remember to say, oh yeah, check here was Zesco. So you put your 3,000 there, a debit, and you select which
Here you don't enter the cost ID.
No. These are not expenses. No, we are dealing with the cash. Remember the nani gani?
Okay.
So up now you select which cash book or which bank did you use. Okay. So I think let me see if we have Zanaco in our case. Zanaco, yeah. Zanaco. Okay. Do we have any? Okay. Let me start with the bank. Okay. For me, I have Zanaco Bank ZMK. I think I showed you how to create a bank account.
Yes.
So you select that one. Then here, okay, you simply select the same narration there. Instead of retyping, you copy there and paste it here. Then you credit. The money came from Zanaco. So Zanaco as a bank has lost how much? 3,000 kwacha. Okay. Now, on the same one, you check from your bank statement. What were the communication charge? There is those small amounts which they always charge you. We call them bank charges. Okay, if there is nothing, then you can leave it that way. Because sometimes they will come and put it at the end of the month, they will leave everything like that. But some you find that this one will have a small charge there. So if there is nothing.
Let's say there's a charge of 40 kwacha.
So you are going to say, let's see, bank, do we have bank charges? Bank charges. Now, unfortunately, I have Zanaco USD, but you can put your own there, Zanaco, so that bank charges, you must be able to track them as well. To say, okay, the bank charges which came from Zanaco, kwacha account were this, USD were like that. That is the best way of accounting for this, so that at the end of the day, you are able to know which bank is too costly, okay, to process your payments. Okay, so I'll do that. So again, I'll do it. I'll paste it there. Now, this one, they always fall under finance, unfortunately. These are finance costs. So you said 40 kwacha? 40 kwacha, yeah. Then now, you can simply copy this one, Bank Zanaco. You just bring it here. That's all. Yeah, then that's the one which will credit. Then here I'll simply copy this one. I don't have to start retyping this. Then copy there. Then here I'll credit. Yeah, that's all. Whop. So now I'll simply save this and post the journal. I'm done. Completely done. So now simply post the journal there. Then I'll show you the cash because you see how it will look like. So now here I'll simply post that one. So I should expect, yeah, that's the one. So post it there. It's posted. Okay. Now let's see our cash book. Code is Zanaco. How does my cash book look like? Okay. So okay, maybe I can start from there. Okay. Yeah. Or even up to there, it doesn't matter. So we said it was Banky, Zanaco, this one here. Okay. Then now preview. Do you see why I was saying the narration is very important? Description. Check on the description. This way, even if you are not there, whoever is there, whenever they look at this e-accounting, a person would definitely know to say, oh, okay, these people actually, they were paying to ZESCO, and the check number was that, and the amount which was charged as the bank charges against that check is 40 kwacha. Have you seen this?
So now, Mr. Christopher, like there are times when we have, let's say, even 20 payments, okay, in a day, going to different fuel, travels, what. You do this same process for each of the payments.
No. When you are making a payment, Kairi, for example, if you are making a payment, for example, for fuel, it means that you are paying. Remember what I said. If it is for cash, you use pet cash. Checks, you only use a check if you are paying a company, bigger company, and they demanded a check. But for those small amounts which you use the pet cash so that you just make one journal at one go. If there are 40, you make one journal representing all those small payments and credit your pet cash at one go. But the line expenses will be different. Some amounts will go to maybe stationery, those which are people don't intend to stock. Some will go to fuel, some will go to telephone, some will go to lunch, some will go to whatever entertainment, things like that.
Yes.
But
so in that case, we transfer, right?
Yeah, you
like,
transfer
so
the amount. The amount from your bank, you transfer to your petty cash.
to
You
the
should have
petty
a
cash,
plot.
and then
Yes.
expense everything from there.
Yes, you expense everything from there. That's all. Yeah. For this one, you use this one when we are issuing a check to a particular company, because you expect that check to go to, they will take it to your bank. Yeah. And for you to track the check properly, you have to do it this way. That is the best way to do it.
I've even forgotten the stages we went through. No, since you are recording, you send.
Okay.
So we'll go through it. Yeah.
Okay, I will send. So that is the way to go about this. Yeah. Actually, it's very simple. Just to go through to recap again, what I'm saying is, whenever you are receiving a bill, okay, for services, for like maybe you have
supplier payments. Did we do supplier payments?
Supplier payment, but this is a supplier payment, right? Remember?
No, I mean this is just ZESCO. Now I mean the supplier, like the cost of sales.
The supply of stock.
The stock that we buy, yes.
No, that one. First, I wanted you to understand the services. Then
all right, okay.
Here, let's go now and do what you want. Okay. The supplier of stock. Okay. So I'll close here. Yeah. After closing here, let me see if I have someone who can. Okay, I'm going to use the stationery, I think. Okay, let's say we are buying 10 boxes of 10 reams of paper each. So altogether, how many reams? 20 in 2 boxes. Oh, wait. So I have to, don't worry, I have to restart over this one. Are we together? Because the time which I have, I think I have only 10 minutes. Okay, no problem. So now, what I'll do is, when you are buying stationery, which will not be used the same day, part of it will be used maybe for some 3 months to come. All you need to do is create a purchase order here. Okay? You create a purchase order here. After creating a purchase order here, then you simply say, okay, which company supply is this stationery world? Okay? So today's date is there, right? Then department, let's say if they are for finance, I'll put finance. What currency here? If it is Zambian kwacha, you put ZMW. When do you want to deliver? In a week time, okay? Maybe in a week time. Wait time. Okay. Yeah. So payment 30 days. Yeah, because you can't pay immediately. Maybe I don't know the terms you agree, 30 days. Yeah, because 30 days is the standard. So here, if there was no quotation, you will say not applicable. If there is a quotation, you can put the quotation number. Now here I will say not applicable. So okay, fine. Now here you can see I already created stationery A4. So now how many boxes which are there? I said there are 2 boxes which are there. No, let's say 20 reams of paper. Okay. So each ream of paper, that one costs maybe 120. Now, this paper, there is normally VAT. So you agree with the supplier to say with inclusive of VAT is how much? They'll give you a charge there. Then now you can see it has included VAT there. Okay. So now you simply save your order here. Okay. So where are we saving it in? Oh yeah, save here. If you want to print your order, you can come and print it here. Okay. Yeah, like this. Because this one is very important. Auditors will not spare you if you are not printing the orders. They need to be attached to the GRN. This is your order. Okay. Then here it will analyze the VAT and whatever before VAT and everything. You print that, payment terms, everything is there. Okay. Then you print this one because this one you have to match it to your GRN, goods received note. Okay. After you have done that, you don't need to post it here. There is no need to post it to do it on its own. So you close here. Let's assume that you have received now that is 2. You come under inventory, you receive it here. Okay. So let's say it has come today. Yeah. So you put today's date. Then here you say, okay, what is my order? Remember, it was order number 4. You select order number 4. Okay. Then exchange rate is 1. Which is supplier here? You select it was. Now see what is going to happen. If I select Zesco, do you see the message there? Yeah, I've selected the wrong supplier, Tefio. So this is a control to say, because some people you find that they are on the phone, they will select anything and it will go through. So the system will control you. There is no way you can make a mistake. Yeah, so until you select the correct supplier, that's when it will update. As you can see, your GRN is already updated. Is it difficult to create a GRN? From what you have seen yourself?
But for things like stationery, these things what we buy small things, stationery, envelopes, cleaning things, we don't do this.
This
For
is just an
GRA,
example. This is just an
for
example for those big
okay,
items. I didn't want.
okay.
Yeah, you can. This one. Remember what I say. Small items you use petty cash. So I used this one to make you understand. Yeah, I know you may want to use those like ginger, those bulk things which you buy. The process is the same. Are we together?
I would have preferred we use like we are buying explosives
Yeah,
from a customer.
yeah, it's the same guy. You have to have a customer, a supplier, which is a creditor. You create that, then you created an order. The same way you created an order there. After creating an order, once those things are received, you create a GRN here. So now,
Okay.
there is one item which I'm not going to show you here because I'm afraid that if I show you this one, how to add cost element for those items which you buy abroad, it will confuse you. I will leave this one deliberate for another day. Let me concentrate with these straightforward issues. Are we together?
Okay.
Because if I bring this one, you may have some challenges to understand this. Have you seen that landed cost? I won't want to do that. So I'll leave that one temporarily. So now, after I have done that, by the virtue of selecting the supplier here, the GRN quantities and everything calculation is already done. So you simply save it. After saving it, you simply print it. That's all. Where do you print it? You print it where now? Oh yeah, here. So now here, what you do, you print your GRN and attach it to the order. Yeah, because for matching, you require that one. There is your GRN. Now, have you noticed one thing, that this GRN doesn't include VAT? VAT is not a cost, it's claimable. So it's the net of VAT. Are we together there?
Okay.
Yeah, VAT, you don't put it as part of your stock because it's an input VAT which is claimable. Only things which are not claimable, those are the ones which becomes part of the stock items. All right. So I'll put everything in there. Now, since everything is okay, what do I do? I'll simply post, select your, now I'm matching my purchase order there. Then I'll select my GRN here. Again, here, if there were two, if I selected the wrong one, it will still refuse. Then simply post it here. Now, since we have posted, okay, successive. Now, by the virtue of posting, it means that you have created a liability under GRN suspense, meaning that GRN suspense need to be cleared by the way of an invoice which you are going to receive from the supplier. How do you know? Okay, you come here, see what has happened here. Okay, so I'll come here just for today, because you need to follow these entries on a daily basis so that your account must be quickly clean. Yeah, nothing like, this one, I don't know it. Okay, yeah. This 3,000 is an expense. I think you remember where it's coming from. Have you seen that GRNS expense is in 2,400? The stock value is 2,400. Are we together there? Now, okay, this one means you haven't yet booked an invoice from a supplier called Stationery World. Once you book an invoice, that one will shift and it will go under credit. Probably 40,600. It will come and add to say 2,400 plus 40,600. That's what it will mean. Forget about that one. This one, it was my other workings there. But since there is a figure there, that's where it will come. Are we together? So now let's assume that we have received an invoice. We book an invoice so that it moves that figure there to 40,600. Calculate how much do you think will be there? 43,000? No, it will decrease it. Because this is the debit. Yeah, this is the debit, so it will go down by 2,400. Okay? Yes. So now we go there under purchases, then you supply invoice here. Okay? Then you select the GRN number, which is number 2. Okay? Then you put the invoice date, supply invoice date. Okay? Then here you select invoice. Then here you put the exchange rate, which is 1. Then you put the invoice number. Let's say invoice number. These are very, very important. Invoice number, maybe the invoice number is this. Okay. Then you select the supplier. Now see what will happen in the Excel sheet there. The moment I select, if I select